fazendo uma transmissão ao vivo?
Uhum.
De você mesmo jogando?
É.
Não tem muito o que fazer.
Não mesmo. Não tem como fazer da guitarra. Ui, cara. Bora pro jogo, galera. Deixa eu ver se eu acho aqui. Bora enfrentar o time do Washington. Washington Wizards. Semana samba, yeah, cara. Semana samba. Então, andei. Andei.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Washington Wizards. Washington begins the game with the basketball. Wall to Beal. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. New York Knicks basketball. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. up against John Wall. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Beal sizing up Eric Gordon.
Uma pausa rapidinho aqui.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down.
Ooh, I like that.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Tough make through traffic.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Randall's shot won't go. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal takes on Eric Gordon. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Smith now into the front court. Up by 3. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wall across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Beal to Anthony. Greg Monroe. Touched it. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. To Dennis Smith Jr. Runner's good there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Wall to Anthony. Beal defended by Eric Gordon. Here comes the screen. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Down low to Monroe. The pass set it all up. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
Esse corona é fogo.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Wall. It's Gortat with the rebound. Smith with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. To the rim, lays it up and in.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Wall to Beal. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Cruises inside for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys trail by 13. Smith. To Beasley. New York with 4 to shoot. Dennis Smith Jr. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Wall to Beal. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Beal to Wall. 5 to shoot for Washington. Can't connect from in close. To Matthews. Beasley. The drive. Right to the basket. Wizards come up with it. Wall into the front court. Trailing by 15. To Beal. No good. To Matthews. Beasley. Shot from in close, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Count the bucket for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knicks with the basketball. Smith. Not that time. Into the front court. It's Wall. They can get a 2 for 1. Right. There it is. John Wall. First couple didn't go. That one is true. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Washington basketball. Does it? McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Nice pass to set things up. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one here at Madison Square Garden with the Knicks on top. Jay and I back to Manhattan after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The possession lies with New York to Payton. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee with a piece. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee.
Que isso, cara? Olha que ignorância.
Kevin Knox to Payton. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Good drive by Gordon, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Gordon with it. His team on top by 13. Down low to Monroe. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Louco, mano. Brincadeira esse negócio, hein?
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
For 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Thomas into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Payton. They go down low to Randall. Short jumper off the mark. Thomas with the basketball. Down 11. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
Também, ó. Ele com o papai.
Kevin Knox. Down low to Monroe. Wizards have the rebound.
Caramba, velho.
Wall with it up top. Trailing by 11. To Thomas. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Bradley Beal trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Whoops, that won't go. Smith to Kevin Knox. Fires the 3. Cleaning the offensive glass. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen coming. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Kevin Knox to Payton. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Wizards at the control. Thomas to Beal. Screen coming. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Driving is Thomas, but a shot no good. Payton with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Bradley Beal at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. And he missed the free throw. Smith with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Wizards with the basketball. Iman Shumpert against Gordon. To Gibson. Shot from the lane won't go. Smith into the front court. The lead is 11. To Julius Randle. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Thomas across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Beal. Shot clock winding down. Thomas. Rebound hauled in by New York. Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. To Monroe. Smith to Julius Randle. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's with the basketball. Beal. Surveys the floor. And counted at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Smith to Julius Randle. Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Thomas into the front court. Final minute, first half. Beal. To Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Down to Randle. To Monroe. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. To Beal. 5 to shoot for Washington. Gibson. Short jumper stays out.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Knicks have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks. The Wizards have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this... league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Wall. Trying to cash in. Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Gibson. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
He gets it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Beal to Wall.
Na verdade não foi programa.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it.
Calma aí.
Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Wizards have it. To Taj Gibson. Beal to Wall. Beal to Wall. Deep two there, won't go. To Payton.
Pick up, match up.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Wall to Beal. Screen coming. Has a look. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. New York in control of the basketball to Dennis Smith Jr. Randall has a chance. Shot won't go. Wall across the timeline. His guys down big. Curling inside. Short jumper misses. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Beal to Anthony. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Possession lies with New York. Smith. Here comes the screen. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Beal. Greg Monroe snatching it out of the air. Nearly got that one to go. To Julius Randle. Smith. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. To Monroe. Shot clock expires. 24 violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Washington.
Thomas. To Anthony. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Anthony. Can't connect from in close. Let's see what the Knicks can do here.
2 minutes
Smith.
remaining in the third quarter.
4-3.
Dani vai cair.
Off the iron. No good. Here comes the screen. Thomas to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and McGee there for the rebound.
Uma pedra.
Thomas, great feed, sets it up. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Smith now into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Washington basketball. Thomas to Anthony. Driving right to the basket. Marcin Gortat sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Smith. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Anthony. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Anthony from long range. Beasley takes down the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nothing going here on that drive. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Knicks are way out in front.
Cara da sociedade!
The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Five seconds to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knox with the board. New York Knicks basketball to Payton. Screen coming. Download him up. And the finish. Slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Thomas curling inside. To Thomas. Not that time. Gordon with it. His guys holding the big lead. The screen sets him up for 2.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Got it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for New York.
That's going to get...
Substitutions, New York. Substitutions, Washington.
Here we go.
To Peyton. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epic gimmick of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Number 2, John Wall.
To Peyton.
I told you the screen was coming.
Lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Right, missed a short one there. To Peyton. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Elfrid Payton.
Woo!
Wizards at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Wall to Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. You've got to get that one to go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Wall. Gibson. Wall to Anthony.
What's that cutter? What's that cutter? What's the cut? What's the cut?
The Wizards with 4 to shoot. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Anthony, defended by Eric Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony. To Peyton. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
John Wall goes to work. Can't connect. To Julius Randle. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Peyton. to Dennis Smith Jr. Beyond the arc for three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Sai dele, cara. Sai aí.
Fight to shoot for Washington.
Hey, back door, watch that back door.
Wall.
Hand up.
Off the mark. No good. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect.
Screen coming left.
Deep three at the buzzer. Hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying...
The Knicks were merciless. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Esse resultado é irrisório. Bom, deixa eu ir nessa.